This is gonna be talking about The Goon, one of my favorite comic books out. Um, Created by Eric Paul. His artwork, I love his artwork. His artwork is just outstanding to me. Um, Another great book that's probably overlooked. Um, Not probably, but it is overlooked. I've been going back and collecting the trades, and I love the series. It's very great. Um, the trades are only $14.99, so they're not like super high or anything like that. Um, but anyway, let's talk about these. What I like about it. It takes basically the idea of kind of a mafia theme and a zombie kind of fun zombie stuff, and it mashes it together, and you get the Goon. Um, the Goon is basically kind of a mafioso type of guy, and his friend Frankie, which is he's a really cool character. It's This book is just without giving too much away. It's fun. It's creepy and interesting. I guess that's the best way I can describe it because um without giving the story too much away. And yes, there is talks of doing a movie. I did a video on that back a while back, and I'm hoping that it goes through, please, because I want to see a movie on these two characters. And it's gonna be like 3D CGI, like the stuff you see in Pixar, but it's not gonna be like kiddie, of course, because this book it gets bloody. This book gets very bloody, and and hopefully, if they do make a movie, we can get like a TV series or something like that, based on the characters. I really would like to see someone tackle his Eric Powell's style, because he did an issue of Superman, Escape from Bizarro World, which was really cool, written by Jeff Johns. He did that issue, and I don't know. It'd be interesting to see someone. It's going to be interesting to see in animated form how it's going to look and how it's going to move and everything. But what draws me to this book is that it's the interior art is basically black and white for the most part. It's got a gray tone to it, and I love reading it because it's so fun, and you really do, when you read it, you get to escape. This is a very cool book. I love the character designs. The I like the idea that he came up with that idea, putting a mafia theme, that old mafia theme into it, and then smashing it together with all this crazy zombie, vampire-ish type stuff. And they go around, they get into Frankie and the Goon. They get into all this type of trouble. They'll get into it with the zombie gangs or the vampire gangs, and they'll kind of have to work together. It's kind of like a buddy cop thing too, but they're not cops. They have their disagreements and things like that, but for the most part they get along. And there's other characters in this books that are very interesting, and that are very funny and will crack you up. And it's from Dark Horse, who they did Hellsing. They write, I mean, not Hellsing, but Hellboy. They do Hellboy comics, and this is another one of those books that sadly is overlooked because it doesn't have the Marvel or DC imprint on them. So it's just a book that sits there, but not thanks to me, because I do buy them. I buy the trades, and it's a very unique book. I wish more artists would draw like this, because I just love the style. It's very rarely done now. It's, everything's so realistic. The anatomy has to be realistic. Everything like that. But not in this book. It's the style is not realistic at all. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Yes, it is bloody. It is gory, but it's in a fun way. It's not where, I don't know. It's not like overdone, but it's not underdone, if that's the right word. It's just right for the book. It fits the mood perfectly. It doesn't put you off, and each time you read it, you get a new adventure. Um, there's always like new story arcs. They've also teamed with Hellboy and Savage Dragon too, and very cool book. And I do love the series. It's great. Uh, Eric Powell gets all credit. He gets all the credit he deserves. He's won awards, and like I said, I really hope this gets a movie. But if it doesn't happen, I'll be very sad. And I really am pushing for that movie because it'll be one of the coolest things. I think, in my opinion, since Eric Powell he's very involved in the movie. He's going to be writing it, and looking at Wikipedia, the voice acting, the voices they're choosing for supposedly the voices they're choosing for the movie looks very. I'm very satisfied with how they're going to make Frankie and the Goon sound. Because in my head, they have a certain type of voice that I've always imagined them having, and I think the voices they're going to be choosing is going to be kind of how I would imagine they would sound. So I'm not going to give the story away too much, but if you get a chance, at least pick the first trade up. Like I said, they're not very high. They're $14.99, $15. Hey, with $15 you get good artwork, you get a cool story, and you're not ripped off. Where, as in the mainstream, those trades cost at least $20. They'll cost you $20, and you might not even be happy with what you get. You know what I'm saying? So give it a try. That's my thoughts on the Goon. I love it. It's one of my favorite series of all time, and that's it.